Hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? Sending you the purest of love and light. Yes, God is for us. And because He is, who can be against us? We're safe, we're secured, we're protected. And it's important for us to always remember that, Soul Tribers. So if it's your first time, I welcome you, returning Soul Tribers, new Soul Tribers. Thank you for your love and your support. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so very much. And also, thank you for the members as well. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. And if any of you are listening to this message, if you can let me know what messages you would like to hear, and then maybe I can make those for you as well, just for the members, so that way you can have your messages for yourself. I'll be working on some myself for you, to keep you encouraged, motivated, and lifted up as well. But I want to just take a few minutes here to say thank you so very much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I really and truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, yes, so let's get into it. So, for a lot of you, a lot of us, we could have had people or persons in our life who wanted to control, the causing you to miss out or lose an opportunity. Persons wanted you to lose out or miss an opportunity. And because of that, they were causing a lot of delays, a lot of hardships. It's kind of like that Six of Swords in reverse. It's like, instead of you moving from calamity to peace, it's like you're moving into disaster. You're moving away from a place of calm. So people wanted to change your plans. They wanted to change your plans. This is what I'm talking about, when people try to play God in our life, causing you to lose out and to miss opportunities, all because of your destiny, all because of the calling that you have on your life. You have people who want to turn the wheel into their favor. They don't want you to collaborate, to work with people. For a lot of these people, they wanted you to be stuck in isolation. But the beauty about isolation, it's preparation. You're able to go within and you come out wiser. So when people are trying to cause delays and problems in your life for communications because they want to bring about, like an illusion, it's like whatever it is that you're dreaming about. It's like that Seven of Cups. It's like you're dreaming about it, but you're lacking action. It's like you can almost feel it. But it's like every time you get close to it, you have people who are trying to pull it out of your hand. Trying to get it away from you. So even though you're dreaming, it's like people just wanted you to be a dreamer, but it lack action. It's not coming to pass. And this is why I'm saying that we have to stand up. We have to stand up for what we believe in, especially when God says that thing is for you. Because I'm telling you, the enemy will use people to try us, to get us discouraged, to see how they can break us, to see if we're going to fall off. Were trying to cause unnecessary delays and blockages, to cause hardships in your life. And I recently did a message on that the other day. I don't remember the exact title of it, but it's just a couple days ago. Where you have people in your life, they're trying to cause a lot of hardships, and it's all because of jealousy. It's all out of jealousy. This is why they do what they do. And I'm telling you, when people do things out of jealousy, the first thing, or one of the first things that they're going to do, is run around telling people, throwing dirt on your name, to get people to see you differently. Oh, he or she's insubordinate. Oh, he or she thinks they're all that. Oh, he or she's difficult to work with. Oh, they're too bossy. Oh, they're too pushy. But guess what? They will never tell people what they have done. That even if you had to put your foot down or put it somewhere, they will not tell people why you behave that way, because they're always trying to make their side of the story look good. And then, of course, the truth is that because a lot of people will just be too happy to believe the lies, they will jump on board with this person or these people. Because again, who are you? You lack credibility. Who are you? Nobody know you. Nobody knows who you are. So it's easy for people who have or think they have to come against those who don't have or don't have as much. But I'm telling you, and this is why God is stepping. I mean, God is not playing. And this is why I said, wrapping up these few days in 2024, a lot of the messages are confirmation as to what's been going on in your life, in our lives all along. It's like the firework coming out. God is just confirming this is what's been going on in the background. This is exactly what people were trying to stop and block in your life. And this is why don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever give in. I think it was about a community in shambles. No, I don't think that one. But it's just the other day that I posted it. Oh, I think they wanted to block your money. It's about people being exposed. I think just a couple days ago, people are exposed. They wanted to block your money. People want to control how you make a living, or you don't make a living at all. They want to control your narrative, your life story. And again, it's all because of jealousy. All because of jealousy. Mean girl or mean guy syndrome. This is what it's all about. Because the truth is that people sees and they knows exactly what you're capable of. And if there was nothing, if see, the thing is that people will undermine you. If there is nothing, if you are nothing, as they say, you have nothing, then why is it you want somebody who is a nobody to miss out on opportunities? So it's like the very same people that they try to undermine, they know darn well that you're capable, that you have gifts. People try to change your destiny, to switch paths with you. People will try to frustrate you to see if you're going to give up or, give in, so that then you will walk away and leave what you have in their hand or their hands. It's like the movie Wicked. Wicked. When I saw that movie, I had no idea that it had in there, a lot of spirituality, a lot of sorcery and stuff like that. But it was an eye opener. I saw it. I've been hearing about it, and I went. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you haven't, and some of you don't have any interest. So I'm gonna share a little bit, right? So it's like the movie started out like backwards. It started out where the village was celebrating that the wicked witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. And then we have this Galinda just flew in this pink bubble, looking all pink, everything pink. And it's a musical, so it's like, everybody, they're dancing, they're singing that the wicked witch is dead. And after she finished singing and she was about to mount back in her chariot to fly away, someone said, "We heard that you and the witch, you were friends." She didn't want to answer because, she pretended as if this wicked witch, she never met the witch. And only to know when the lady shouted it out a second time, it's like she was forced to tell the story. So from there, she started to tell the story of how the witch was born. And when she was born, she was green. And so her father didn't want her. I mean, she scared everybody. And she was just blamed for everything. She was an outcast, kind of like a black sheep of the family. Her baby sister, her father blamed her for the sister being paralyzed in a wheelchair and for the mom passing away. So she underwent a lot of things, but she had power. She had magical powers, but it was never to hurt other people. And there is this one point in the movie where she went to the college. It was time for her sister to go to university, and so she followed her father to drop the sister off. And while she was there, because again, this Galinda, she's now telling the story how she and the witch met. So when Galinda pulled in, she was like one of those like movies where the cheerleader, where everybody just wants to. She was popular basically, and she had that snobbish way about her. And so when I think the green one they call the witch, her name is Alphabar, something like that, because they call her Alphaba for short. And Alphaba was there, and everybody was looking at her and picking on her. The thing is, when she gets upset, it's like things start flying off the walls and breaking and all of these things. And the head mistress, the head teacher there, when all the students, because they were mocking Elphabar because she was so green, of course she stood out. Like a lot of you, a lot of us, we don't fit in, we stand out. You may not be green, but people know there is something different about you. And so as they were taunting her, and as she clenched her fist and she got so mad, she was so upset. It's like things start flying off the wall and everything. And her sister was very upset with her, that she was embarrassing her and all of this. And the headmistress saw what happened. And of course, it's like the headmistress came in and told the students, basically, don't worry about it. I did it. She took credit for what happened, what Alpha bore, the gifts that she had, that it was hers. But I thought that she was covering up for Elphabar only because she didn't want the other students to pick on her. But this lady had a motive, she had an agenda. And so she actually got Elphabar to enroll in the university, even though she was not signed up. Her dad had no intention of putting her in a university, but the lady said, don't worry about it, I'll take care of your dad. And so she had her Elphabar sign up in the school, and she had her as her basically tutoring her with witchcraft, to be able to use her mind to lift the books and all of these things. So she made her like her project, where she was teaching her how to do things. And then eventually she would meet like this great magician. I don't remember what his name is. But in the end, basically, they claim that Elphabar, she got this letter that she need to go to the place to meet this man. And so she took Galinda, the little spoiled one. Eventually they became friends. They were roommates. But again, she didn't really have any gifts. But she and Elphabar, they became friends later on. And so Elphabar took Galinda with her, the little spoiled one who was singing The Wicked Witch is Dead confirmation. And she said to her, you can come with me. So they went to meet like this head witch. When they went there, only to know, he showed them all this thing looked like Disney World, this Wonderland and all of this stuff. And then it was time for Elphabar to now do this magic, this spell. So they gave her this book, and it was time for her to do this spell. And the teacher who recruited her basically said, oh, I know she wasn't ready. When people try to get you to do something, but they're undermining you, like, oh, maybe it's not your time yet. So I guess Elphabar got fed up, and she says, I'm ready, I'll do it. And so as she read the spells from the book, there was like this monkey who knows had wings, and he was just flapping and flying. She had no idea that this man was not really a magician. This woman was not really a magician. They were using her and her gifts in order, because the ultimate plan is that they wanted these monkeys to have wings. And then when she saw what was done to the animal, she regretted doing it. And she's telling them, let me do it to reverse it. And they didn't want her to reverse it. And so she decided to leave, to run away. Then the teacher put out there now for all of these monkeys that turn into this big creature flying to get her. She's wicked, get her, she's evil. And she put it on the announcement, so it's like the microphone where everybody could hear. Eventually, basically, they got Galinda, which is the little spoiled one, to basically stay with them. Alpha Bar was able to get away. She again was able to fly out of this place. But then it's like, because maybe the movie, there's another part to it, but it's like, because she did not, that the movie's not finished, but I guess she was able to escape, so they didn't know where she went. So this is why the movie started on the other end, the first of it, where they were celebrating that the wicked witch is dead. So now they got the spoil girl on their side with the wicked team to now start spreading propaganda that Alpha Bar, who is very good, because it's like, I was there sitting, I'm like, what about her is bad, what about her is wicked? She loved people. She hated when anyone would try to take disadvantage of somebody else. She fought for, in the movie as well, they had goats, animals who were teachers. And she found out too that the same wicked man, he was taking away the animals, not giving them their rights and freedom to speak and all of these things. And it's like that broke her heart. She became friends with the animals. So it's amazing. And this is what coming or saying all of that to say is that when people don't like you, one of the first thing that they do is they go around spreading propaganda. So therefore, they had this Galinda went into the town spreading the news that the wicked witch is dead, calling this woman wicked when she's not. Who is wicked? They are the ones who are hidden and covered up to ruin her reputation. So it's kind of like, now when she comes back, what? Then everybody will be looking at her as weird. When she comes back, what? Then she has a lot of point to prove to people that, see, I'm not bad. This is what a lot of people will do. And this is what a lot of these things that happen to us, that people have done a lot of things to ruin our names or reputation just because we don't fit in. And so when you don't fit in, it's easy for people to pick on us and to say, yes, it must be true. It must be true. And so, yeah, this first card, you're standing in your power. Standing in your power. For a lot of you, you could have hateful siblings. Oh, wow. They lied on your name, character assassination. They ruined your reputation. But guess what? All eyes are on you. See, these energy vampires, they are in the reverse. They can't take your blood anymore. A lot of you, you're crushing your enemies. They can't drain your energy anymore. They can't suck your blood anymore. They don't have access to you anymore. You're standing in your power, and I love it. I love it. And it reached a point where Elphabar, the witch, because she had the gifts, so this is why she was called a witch. Just like you and I, for a lot of you, a lot of us, when you can crack the code, when God give us insight into what the enemy or enemies are doing, and people are doing their own witchcraft and telling lies, and they realize that they can't penetrate you, they can't get to you, then they're going to say you must be a witch. Then they're going to say, oh, you must be doing something evil. Yeah, so you're standing in your power, and I love that. You're not alone. So even if you're alone, you're not alone. God is with you. He's with us. Remove the rose-colored glasses. So a lot of you have removed the rose-colored glasses. You're seeing people, places, and things for exactly who they are. You're unstoppable at this time. Friends or family could have interfered in your relationship as well. Because for a lot of the people who, whether you were attracted to them, they were attracted to you or us, they were able, some of them, they followed the lies. For a lot of you, like I said, your own families interfered in your relationships. Some of these people, they told lies, but then it's like, if people are so willing to believe in the lies, then maybe They all deserve each other. They deserve each other, right? You're not alone. Even though you may have had a lot of heartache, heartbreak, and disappointments, you are not alone. Wow. And the last card here, it says, let the tower fall. Let the tower fall. It's like, let everything come to open. Let all the skeletons fall out of the closet. It's like you don't care anymore. It's like whatever. It's like what more can be done? It's like just let it be. It's like you're finished with it. You're now standing in your power. You're not afraid to let the tower fall. And good for you. Yeah, for a lot of you, you're standing in your power. And I love this Knight of Swords here, because like you have the enemy here, and it's like off with their heads. You don't care. You're not, you don't, it's like if people are wicked enough to come against you, you're not pitying anybody. It's like they get it. They're gonna get it. You're standing in your power. You are not dealing with anybody. You're not dealing with anybody. Knight of Wands. Anybody who wants to play in your face, smile in your face, but they want to stab you behind your back or use their wands to manifest or do evil things. No, you're not having it. See, the wheel of fortune. The wheel is in your favor. Wow, what is behind it? Wow. You see, right behind it, hidden right behind the wheel, is the Five of Swords. I thought it was one card. Right behind it is the Five of Swords. So this is what I'm saying. You have people who are trying to control your destiny, who wanted to win at all cost. People who wanted to win at all costs. But they will have to surrender because the wheel is now in your favor here. Yeah, and right behind the Five of Swords is a complete and successful closure of a chapter, of a cycle in your life. It's like you're done with it. You're not alone. You're realizing that God is on your side. Maybe people wanted you to be alone. Like I said, you had earlier I saw people with the isolation and the hermit. People wanted you to go within or try to isolate you. But again, isolation is for preparation. God was preparing you for what's to come. People thought that or think that they can hold you back or cause delays and stagnancies in your life. But the truth is that while you're waiting, you're not waiting, because God is doing a great thing in you while you're waiting for whatever it is that people thought or think that they're stopping for you. Like I said, 10 of Cups. For a lot of you, this is wish fulfillment. This is all that you need. In spite of all the things that you have gone through that should cause you heartache, heartbreak, and disappointment, it's complete wish fulfillment for you. They can't stop this. For a lot of you, this could have been your family who caused you to have heartache and heartbreak, because the card that came out this year, Not Alone, people were interfering in your relationship because they wanted you to be sad, broken, busted, and disgusted. People didn't want you to be happy here. Yeah, they didn't want you to have this Ace of Pentacles. They didn't want you to have this stability, this new growth, because it's kind of like it's one more notch on your belt. See, for a lot of people, and nothing is wrong with it, but there is something different about somebody who is able to get it out the mud. Wherever they are and what they have accomplished, it's not through nepotism. It's not because somebody put them there or left them in charge of something. But when you're able, by God's help, to create what you have, from nothing to something, there is something about you that even the person who may have been born in wealth, it triggers them, because it's like, yes, even if they're able to run business, but the fact is that even if they're able to lead, it's kind of like, even if you may have a person who is a pastor, a leader, it's different when their dad is already a pastor and they weren't there when the foundation was set up. They just get it because they inherited it. But there is something about when God calls you himself. It's not because you're in line for the position, but there's something about when you're called. When God anoints you and sets you apart, and especially when and you build something from the ground up, you appreciate it more. That person is to be looked at more than twice. And this is it for a lot of you. You got it out the mud. I'm telling you, let the tower fall. The tower, upheaval, destruction, catastrophe. Now you're standing in your power. You're not playing with people. You're not playing with your enemies. And it's like God is not playing either. He's causing an upheaval and he's putting everything on display and he's showing you who they are. We saw the card, remove the rose colored glasses. So you're no longer fooled or duped by people. I'm telling you, Three of Cups. You're no longer duped or fear, fooled by the people around you again who want to smile in your face, but they're stabbing you in your back. These people are bad friends, bad, people who want to cancel your plans. They make it seem as if they're social, but then they're not. They're unsocial. It's like there's nothing about them that is happy. Wow. Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer water. So wherever people wanted you to be stagnant and blockage, remember I spoke about the Six of Swords in reverse earlier, where people wanted you to be trapped, delays, stagnancies. No, God is saying forward movement, move into calmer water, moving ahead into your healing, your peace, your stability, because now the wheel is turning in your favor. People try to control or block your destiny, or they were trying to do this. They wanted to turn your boat around so that you would now be moving to chaos and sadness, change your plans. God says no. God says no. I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you. This is what God has for you. Not to harm you, to give you hope and an expected end. I'm telling you, you are the Empress in the back here. This is who you are. Man or woman, nurturing, fairness, growth. You're a divine feminine here. You've done so much on work on yourself, in and on yourself. And just because for a lot of you, a lot of us, people will just try to do the most. People wanted you to be needy, to have creative blocks, and to be cold. When you're supposed to be nurturing, fair, and have growth, expansion. People want to limit you, limit us, and try to put us into a cage. It's like, are you serious? And for a lot of you, these are our own families. Our own families who try to do this. This is too many. But our own families, they were wanting to have you stuck at a crossroad, avoiding the truth, of tough choices, making things so complicated here. No sight, not seeing the truth. You're stuck there analyzing, they call it analysis paralysis. People wanted you to be stuck in your head. Yes, it's like mental overload. Four of Swords, solitary, solitude. Just sad by yourself. This is what people wanted. It's like, no, that's not your portion, God says. Yeah, you are strong. For a lot of you, yeah, you're strong. You're strong. It's like, no, that's not what God says for you. That is not your portion at all. That's not your portion. You're a natural leader, innovative, and a visionary. People wanted life to be tough for you. They wanted to bully you or paint you out as a bully. See, when you don't lay down and play dead, or not anymore, because you remove the rose-colored glasses and you refuse to let people play in your face, this is what I'm telling you. They will run around town telling people you're a bully. You have a bad temperature. Bad temperature. You have a bad temper. You're a tyrant. You're impatient. You can't wait. When people know that they're the ones purposely trying to hold you back, to basically people want to frustrate you so that you will give up. This is what I'm saying. When you know that you are a natural leader, when you know you're innovative, when you know that you're a visionary, when you know that whatever it is that you have, God placed it in your heart. And this is what I'm saying. Don't worry or think about, anybody's off limits. Nobody's off limits from trying to stop you or block you. Nobody. Nobody. Not even your own family. I saw the siblings card. Your own parents. Religious people. People who say that they're Christians. Strangers. It doesn't matter what their socioeconomic background is. The enemy can and will use anybody to try to stop and block us. So don't put anything above anybody. Don't put anything above anybody. So I'm saying, Three of Coins, you're a natural leader. You're meant to be out there collaborating, working with others, with common goals and a focused effort. And this is what people were trying to stop and block when it comes to your destiny. They didn't want you to go out there meeting and working with people. They were trying to control the narrative of your life. They were trying to control the story of your life. It's like God says no. No. And it's time for us to see people, places, and things for exactly who they are. Moving God's willing into 2025. Don't play with people. It's like with that sword, cut it out. It's like tell people, it's like, it's like this guy here, he's going through like, wham, wham, I know who you are. I know you can't fool me. It's like, he's just letting people have it. Yeah, Seven of Cups in the reverse. No more illusions. Like I said, a lot of people just wanted you to be stuck with the Seven of Cups in upright. It's like you're daydreaming, but no action. Nothing is happening. You're just wishing on a star. It's like that, okay, it's like a promise is a comfort to a fool. This is what I'm getting from this card here. People can promise to help you. People can promise to do something for you. And it's like you're waiting, pining after it. And it's like they're just, like April 1st, they're sending the fool a little further. They're not coming through with it. So it's like you're daydreaming about this thing, and it's like you're rubbing your hand together. It's like can't waiting. It's until Christmas or your birthday to get that gift, that thing. And then it's like every time it come close to when people should deliver, a person should come through for you, then they have some other sad story to tell you, or they're trying to play with you or play with your intelligence. And it's like with the Knight of Swords, it's like, no, you're not playing with it. Yes, you're just a knight, but at the same time, you know how to spot the fake from the phony. People may look at you as a knight, but with the sword, you're able to cut away. The Bible says you can separate the marrow from the bone. And then with that, you'll be able to see the hearts of people, discern the hearts of people. That sword is powerful. That's the sword of truth. When people are not honest with you, it's like out of the way. And so wherever there was confusion, people trying to trick you, making it seem as if what you have or you think is going to come to pass is not going to be, this was in the reverse. No more illusion, no more falsehood, no more of the nonsense. You're standing in your power now. You know what the truth is, and the truth sets you free. I love it. The Hierophant is right here. Now you know what your purpose is. Now you know what you're placed here to be. And look, with this is like the Hierophant has like the Bible and the whip over here. BB could be significant for your name, or some number 5 change. So again, a lot of these people is like they're gonna have to bow down. People are going to be humbled, because our people are being humbled right now because they realize who has the power. Even if they look at you or thought that you're a knight, you're nothing, you're nobody. People are coming to the realization, because guess what? How could you know? How could you know? Because for the things that people were doing and planning, maybe with you standing in your power now, that tells me that there was a time when you did not know your power. You did not know your worth. We did not know how strong we are. We did not know who we are, the gift and the calling that we have on our life. And I'm telling you, these people are gonna have to give up with the four of swords here. They're gonna have to lay this foolishness to rest because you're on your throne in your rightful place. Any confusion that they wanted to cause, no. People are realizing how protected you are. You are very much protected. You're standing your ground. You're speaking up for yourself. You're not backing down. You're standing in your power now. And I love it. Again, three of swords. You've been through enough to know that you are enough. It's like you've had enough betrayals and backstabbing that no, when people try to come to do their foolishness, is like, who sent you? Who are you? It's like, not today, Satan. Not today. You're not alone. You're a loving person, King of Cups. And ladies, this is an energy. But when it comes to it, standing up for what is yours, your destiny, the wheel turning in your favor, when people trying to pull it out of your hand, you're going to stand up and hold it. And it's like, you can do this with love. You don't have to do a knockdown, drag out, and all of this. But you can let people know, look, I know what time it is. I know what time it is. And I've been watching and I've seen enough. And it's enough is enough. You're still loving, you're still caring, you're still compassionate. But it's like, don't let this cup fool you, basically. Don't let this cup fool you. I am all about peace. My feet, they're in the water here. But it's like, don't play with it. You realize you are not alone. So it's not because you want company. Maybe in the past you were afraid to be alone, or people would look at when you're alone as if it's a stigma. But the truth is, when you come to realize that the one who walks alone should be feared. Bullies and groupies, they walk in posses. Weak people go in posses. It takes a God man and a God woman to walk alone, because you know that you have a heavenly army and a team who is with you. There is more with you than they have with them. And it's like, I put this card in, and the three of swords, it came out now in the reverse, and it's in the back here. So for a lot of you, you're healed, or you're healing from this heartache and heartbreak. This is not your portion anymore. And yes, your ships are coming in. Your ships are coming in. For a lot of you, you've been scrapping and trying to make ends meet. And it's like, wow. It's like, yeah, God is making a way out of nowhere for you. God is going to make a way out of nowhere for us. It's like you're done. You're done with the foolishness. You're done with people playing in your face. You've learned a lot of lessons. A lot of you have. You've learned a lot of lessons. Seven of Pentacles. Whatever you reap, this is about patience. Patience and patiently healing. Ten of Cups. If this is family, you get in the ultimate blessings that God has in store for you. It took time. It took time for you to see the reap the fruits of your labor here. It shall come to pass. It shall come to pass. Oh my God. Ten of Wands in the back. A lot of burden, a lot of stress. You struggle a lot. It wasn't easy. Long road. I mean, look, even the chariot, the card, everything fell. You have to carry a lot of weight and burden by yourself. This is what I'm talking about. It's like this Three of Swords just keep on, falling out. But you've dealt with a lot of struggles, a lot of ups and downs. I'm telling you, the tower is here to close out a cycle for you successfully. And I must say, I don't know, but I'm going to end there because the deck closed at both ends. It's like no card showing on both ends here. And yeah, successful completion. It's like God is saying, whatever it is done. It is finished. Whatever it is with your past or people trying to, it's kind of like, this is like a past life. It's like these people, it's like there's a lesson that you had to learn from a lot of people, and a lot of people, they will learn a lot of lessons too. Whether it's not to judge a book by the cover, whether it's not to tell lies, to work with their own insecurities, their jealousy and their envy. Stop being petty and selfish. Stop playing God in other people's life. All of these things. Stop being so controlling. There are different lessons that you have learned and that people will learn. too, because you're standing in your power. Again, you gave away your power to a lot of people. You're probably afraid to be alone, or you felt as if you speak up, then people are going to isolate you until you're like, what the heck? I am this King of Cups. I am love. I deserve love. When I'm in the company of people, they I am the gift. You've gone through a lot of heartache, heartbreak, and disappointment and betrayals. But you realize that by you healing and forgiving, you will get, and as long as you keep healing, it's a every day, every second, every minute thing. It will pay off for you to bring you ultimate happiness. You're meant to be a leader, a boss, an innovator. You're visionary. You have great insights here. The wheel is in your favor. You're moving on to calmer water now because God blew everything open. Everybody's outside picking up, their crops. This is kind of like when Adam and Eve realized they were naked in the garden. They're running around looking for fig leaf to cover themselves. This is what's happening to a lot of people because they're found out. They're told. They now have to face their demons. Now, what they do with that, it's up to them and God. But again, this is also something that even in our suffering, God is using us as example, even though people have done the most to us and it hurts. But at the same time, we are a missionary. We are an ambassador. We are also sent there in those places to teach people lessons. There is no God like Jehovah. You can't just change and want to break up people's plan and their destinies and have it your way. No. We are all supposed to be happy every single day that God give us breath to be alive. Nobody's out there more powerful or think they have it more than anybody. We're all we're all on God's sliding scale. Every morning we wake up. Great is his faithfulness unto us. Confirmation. So yeah, like I said, a lot of these, from start to finish. This is just how sometimes, just because you're different, you're unique, people will try to do the most. People will try to do the most. And sometimes, yes, it will push us into isolation because it's like we will feel as if we are alone, they have the majority. But God is showing us here that it doesn't matter what. And I'm sure at the end of that movie, her name will be vindicated. Her name will be cleared. And all the haters will be put to shame. They will be put to shame. They will. Okay? So don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what they do. I know it doesn't feel good. Trust me. I know. I know. And like I said, you have people out there who will believe them because it's like, they're just, people will just get along with people just to come against you. You are the common denominator there. Once, if they are successful in coming against you, then guess what? If they are successful, then it's like once they win that battle, everybody gone back to their way. But and then most of the time they're not going to be successful, especially when you realize what God is doing and you allow God to fight your battles for you. They will never be happy. They're going to break up and they're going to turn on themselves. Because when you're no longer in the picture, they will now have each other to eat. That's how it normally is. You're the one everybody agreed to pick on, and when you're not there anymore, guess what? They will now have to look at the next, whatever they call the weakest link. So yes, keep going. Remember, God is fighting our battles. Always. We're safe, we're anchored, and we're protected. Until next time, take care and be blessed.